The allegation was the man made the female photographer watch him get a blowjob, and the female photographer is also a member of the LGBT community, LGBT community. This would be fucking on fire.
You would.
And I understand that there's a difference in the power matrix and the understanding of this. I completely get it. I totally get why people go, whatever. There are people that go, well, Meg is just a freak, and they was having sex in the car.
And that's wrong.
Right. So I'm asking you, is this a big deal to you?
It's if this move, well, it is moving forward.
Right.
I am Savvy Mike in this. I am Savvy Mike TV, and well, I am not digging up my nose. I was scratching the outside of it. Fuck you. I should have did it like this just so you could see the fucking middle finger if you were talking shit. Anyways, we have Van Lathan, right? And we have Van Lathan talking about this lawsuit against Megan Thee Stallion. Now, if you don't know, Megan Thee Stallion is getting sued by, I believe this was either a cameraman or a close, like either way, this person worked for her. And he's claiming that while they were in the car together, Megan Thee Stallion was getting her pussy played with and ate by another woman in the back seat for him to see. And I guess he expressed he was uncomfortable and he didn't want to see that. And while, look, over here at I Am Savvy Mike TV, we like to keep it real. If I can be honest with you, if that was me in that front seat, I asked, could I fucking join? If I can keep it a buck. I'd be like, is there room for me back there? I just wanna taste the dripplings. Okay, no, that's too far. Too fucking far. Well, we're keeping it. I don't care. Either way, that's just me. But clearly this guy, he wasn't going for it. He clearly felt upset about it, and we're gonna respect how he feels. This is how he feels when two women are getting busy in the back seat instead of just, I don't know, enjoying the show. He said, you know what, fuck that. But anyway, that's what she's getting sued for. Her lawyers pressed to dismiss it. The courts, interestingly this week, this was going viral on people, the court said, no, we're not dismissing this. Buddy has a case. Buddy has a case, and we want to hear what he has to say about this quote-unquote sexual harassment and toxic workplace that he's suing about. And Van Lathan, he has thoughts about the situation. Let's listen.
In front of her photographer. And the photographer didn't want to watch, but felt like he was made to watch. How big of a deal is that to you?
How big of a deal is it to you?
I'm asking, would you look, because these allegations against her don't seem to be changing anyone's opinion about her. Like, right now, and I just got to be real with you, if this situation were
man?
If it were a man and a female photographer, and it was like the man made the female photographer, the allegation was the man made the female photographer watch him get a blowjob, and the female photographer is also a member of the LGBT community, LGBT community, this would be fucking on fire.
You would.
And I understand that there's a difference in the power matrix and the understanding of this. I completely get it. I totally get why people go, whatever. There are people that go, well, Meg is just a freak, and they was having sex in the car.
And that's wrong.
Right. So I'm asking you, is this a big deal to you?
It's if this move, well, it is moving forward.
Right.
This is a big deal, and I think it's something that we have to pay attention to. I mean, this is in a federal court, or at least it's in a federal court, because the federal judge said that there were substantial aspects to Garcia's case. He's alleging harassment in a hostile work environment. I mean, fat shaming, sexual misconduct, retaliation, because he's also saying that he's been blackballed and hasn't been able to get any work since, I guess, he stopped working with her, maybe even filed this lawsuit. He hasn't been able to get any work. So these are huge allegations, and I do think that it is wrong. Yes, I understand the whole power dynamic thing as well, but I think it is wrong that just because it's two women and it involves a man, a queer man at that, where people don't want to take these allegations as big as they are, this is a huge deal. If subjecting somebody, or to his words, trapping him in a car and forcing him to witness something that he does not want to against his will, and then allegedly retaliating against him for speaking out against that. That's a big deal. So we have to call it out for what it is. But again, these are still allegations. We'll see what happens. But I mean,
So
this is not good for Megan. And you know what I think will end up happening? Even though people aren't paying attention to it now, the way people came after Megan with the Tory Lanez incident and were willing to jump on certain rumors about her, that she's not a good person, or that she's a freak, or that she had sex with him before, as if it changed what happened that evening. I think that right now, people aren't paying attention to it. I think the more it goes, people will jump on Megan and will look for reasons to hate her and I'm not saying I'm not rooting for anybody to hate, but it is warranted to hold her accountable should this move forward and we find, and it's proven to be, true, or she's held responsible for it, I should say.
no matter what happens with
Not
this
proven
case,
to be true.
no matter what happens with this case, even if she pays out, Meg Thee Stallion will never be looked at as a sexual predator in the way that a man that was found liable of this would.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is because there's an idea here of male domination and control that goes along with a lot of the allegations that men experience or are made against men, should I say, in these same cases.
Mm-hmm.
There's a feeling that men are adjacent to power in a way in society, that everyone is kind of waiting for them to use their power in a way that is inappropriate, and we're protecting ourselves against it. Even other men are, not just women, even other men. Even other men are waiting for men to try to shine on them or stun on them or boss them around.
Yeah, there's history shows you that.
Right. You're always protecting yourself from being victimized or lorded over. So when it happens, the feeling is exacerbated by your societal expectation. Because stuff like this isn't expected
Mm-hmm.
from women or a woman like Meg Thee Stallion, there are going to be people that create another explanation for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That create the explanation of they were just drunk, having sex.
Right.
He was in there. That there couldn't have been a situation, because you can see a situation where a man in that situation goes, hey, come over here, suck my dick, watch it. You can't go nowhere. And then uses the fact that happened in a very direct way to control someone or something like that. We're going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein in a little while. You can see that. With a woman, it's more difficult for people to see. And because of that, they intellectually and emotionally litigate it. You'll get people that say, oh, Meg is crashing out and she's been through so much and all the whole nine. But it doesn't matter what happens here. If there's a settlement, if this case goes to trial and she's found liable, she will not be looked at the same way that a man. Because honestly, I don't think that people, last thing I'll say, I don't think that.
At the end of the day, Van, you are absolutely right. Because I don't care. I really don't. You want to know why I don't care? Because if me in that car, it wouldn't have been a lawsuit. If I was forced to watch Megan Thee Stallion get her pussy ate, I would have sat down, crossed my legs, and watched like a good boy. Okay, all right. All right, I'm just continuing on the jokes. This is jokes. Disclaimer, This is jokes. I know Megan Thee Stallion fans don't like me, but you can like me for one thing. Look, you might not like me for how I feel about the whole Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez shit, all that hoopla. He's still in jail. It don't matter. But outside of that, I'll tell you one thing. Meg is a beautiful woman. A beautiful woman with a nice ass. And if she's getting her pussy in the back seat and I'm the photographer, I'm pulling out the camera. Anyways, I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.